Hey everyone, Andang here for a bit of Lotro news. As many of you know, 3 years ago it was announced that Lotro was going to be getting a graphics update coming to the game. This is an article from 3 years ago about basically the Lord of the Rings Online doing a visual overhaul to take advantage of the upcoming hype from the Amazon TV series and hopefully have some of that carry over into their game as well. This caused the community to get really excited. A lot of people were like, finally, we can have a really good looking Middle Earth to play through with the great story from Lotro as well. And I gotta say, I was really looking forward to this update, but I had no idea just how much such an update would cost. During a recent financial performance presentation for EG7, the company that now owns Daybreak, which is the publisher for Lotro, they actually revealed the true cost of such an update.
We said, hey, let's go remaster Lord of the Rings. Sounded really great. And we went through the numbers. When we did that, we got to spend like 30 million bucks. I'm like, why aren't we just making a new game? Because the return you could get from investing $30 million into an existing game versus finding a good risk-adjusted opportunity in you, it's dramatically different. So for us, it's not the right use of capital, hence the reason why we're staying away from things like that.
So basically, they did a cost analysis and realized it would be $30 million to update Lotro's graphics to where they wanted it. And that is kind of insane that there was the potential even for that level of a graphics update for Lotro. I think it would have been fantastic for the game, but I do completely agree with him. They'd never see that money back. Maybe they would, but I feel like like he said, there would be much better ways for them to spend the money. For those that don't know, the EG7 Mech Warrior team was going to be working on the graphics update, and instead they're now going to be just working on another Mech Warrior game, which I think is a much better idea for use of funds to spend it on a whole new game instead of focusing it on updating just the graphics of such an old one. All that being said, man, I really wish I could have seen what $30 million dropped into graphics would have looked like for Lotro. I mean, I just walking around the Shire and, Gondor, it would have been so cool. But sadly, that's not the reality we live in. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this canceled graphics update for Lotro. I can't even imagine what $30 million would have looked like in an update to Lotro, but because of how many art assets there are in the game, I can totally understand that level of a cost to get everything to have the same visual fidelity. Because it's not like just, turning on illumination or something. You have to actually go in and rebuild every single asset to have higher res textures, which you have to do somewhat manually. I mean, I'm sure there could be some automation there, but in general, you'd have to go back through and basically rebuild the entire game. And apparently the cost to rebuild Lotro visually is 30 million. So here's a thought. Maybe instead of, putting 30 million into updating Lotro's graphics, can we please finally, EG7, get a Lotro 2? It's been 16 years since Lotro initially released. I think it's perfectly reasonable to, move on and have a new game. I'd even be fine if Lotro 2 picked up exactly where Lotro 1 left off. And, let us go into the Fourth Age and see whole new adventures and all new characters there. I think that would even be cool. Or they could go back through and, maybe start in a new area like in Rohan or something a lot earlier and have a whole new adventure for us to play through. Either way, a Lotro 2 would be amazing. I don't think we're going to ever get that either, but I think that would be a much better use of their money and time. So maybe one day, to take advantage of that Amazon series, we'll get a new Lotro MMO. But sadly, I don't think that or this graphics update are ever going to happen. Anyway, once again, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the graphics changes. what you'd like to see in a Lotro 2, and anything else you guys want to talk about. But that's it for the news here today. Take care, and have a great rest of your day. Peace!